Welcome to South of the Border Nightly News. I'm Jeremiah Matthew, and this is Gabrielle Mern. Our first topic today is the mass Haitian deportation. Here's the scoop on that. The government is deporting all people that have any Haitian culture, even if they're born in the Dominican Republic. This is due to an influx of many illegal Haitians moving to the DR in 2016 for jobs that actually don't exist. I speak Spanish perfectly well. I speak Creole perfectly well. Requil Still says, I eat Haitian food. I eat Dominican food. This quote shows that Haitians have established themselves in DR, in considering themselves as both Haitian and Dominican. The Dominican Republic has a history of kicking out outsiders that are not Dominican. During the reign of Rafael Trujillo, the Dominican dictator from 1930 to 1961, under his reign, Rafael killed hundreds of thousands of Haitians that could not speak Spanish correctly. This shows that the Dominican Republic has a history of discriminating against people that are not Dominican. In 2016, the deportation started in the Dominican Republic, deporting 500,000 Haitians. This newscast shows the separation of the island, Hispaniola. Beware when going to Hispaniola, there are lots of complex history with defining the borders and where people can live. The government in the Dominican Republic is not the only government to go against its people. We have seen examples of this among the volcanoes. The government has distrust in the people because they don't know who is a guerrilla. Now we are another pressing current event. Churches being firebombed in Chile. Now with Gabrielle.
Be a mostly Catholic country, but that didn't stop attackers from bombing 3 churches in Chile. Recently, 3 churches were firebombed on January 13th, 2018 by some unknown culprits. This happened 3 days before the Pope arrived in Chile. The churches were damaged, but no people were injured. There were also 2 other churches that were meant to be bombed, but luckily they were not because the police defused the bombs inside of them. At a church, a note was found from the culprits. It read, Pope Francis, the next bomb will be in your road, authorities said. This is from World Geography and Culture Online. Other notes talk about the Mapuche, a Chilean indigenous group, and their struggle against slaughters. After the attacks, Chilean leaders spoke about peaceful protests and how they wanted Chileans to not use violence in protests. The Pope still came to Chile, and he planned to hold Mass on Tuesday. This newscast tells a lesser-known story of Chile because it shows how turmoil against the Pope can happen in a predominantly Catholic country. As we've seen in other countries, this relates to big ideas of religious conflict and someone imposing when they are not wanted. This goes to show how even if you think you're wanted, you may not actually be wanted. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you for watching South of the Border Nightly News with Jeremiah and Gabrielle. Hope to see you next time on South of the Border Nightly News. Have a good night.